Puerto Rico, my heart's devotion. Don't let it sink back in the ocean. And that's a para-quote. I changed the lyrics from West Side Story. And I have another quote from them. And once the Puerto Rican citizens got here, there was lots of doors slamming in their faces. And that's from America, West Side Story. Do-Rag Wisdom, Y2K 17.10.02. I can't believe what an ignorant dolt I am. I never knew that the people of Puerto Rico and the people of the Virgin Islands are American citizens. I knew that both countries are territories of the USA, but with the same status as Washington, D.C. Wow! What a wonderful revelation. And I am again sorry to say that my ignorance is abysmal. So now that I've discovered my wrong, I must be even more stringent in correcting myself. I intend to donate money to help the people of Puerto Rico and the people of the Virgin Islands, but my devotion to these people will not stop there. I will support any organization or group that is going to sponsor our citizens who wish to relocate here to live. After all, once again, they are not immigrants, but a part of our citizenry. A welcome part that will enrich the lives of everyone living here on the USA mainland. I hope that all the residents of Puerto Rico and American Virgin Islands know that they are welcome here. There are houses right here where I live, right here in my development on Staten Island. And they're all for sale. There's probably plenty of space for all our beleaguered citizens in our hurricane-destroyed territories, especially if we have space for the likes of Melania Trump. I have no children, and I am living on a pension. I have enough to do my part, either financially or other. Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands were absolutely decimated by this catastrophic Hurricane Maria. And it will take them months to get back to normal. Someone even announced it will take 6 months for them to get their electricity back. Presently, millions of people are without water and food and the above-mentioned electricity, as well as essential services. There have already been some deaths, fatalities, because the federal government made the villain in this piece by the Trump-nosed idiot that heads it has been slow and outright criminal in its response to this disaster. Because this creep Trump is as ignorant as I was. This creep Trump thinks that the residents of the Virgin Islands and the residents of Puerto Rico are not citizens of our country. Of course, they were white like his douchebag wife Melania, that would be okay. If Obama was in charge, if he was president now, during this humanitarian crisis, he would have been humanitarian. Believe me. Unlike the Trump-nosed racist idiot whose ultimate fantasy must be for the end of Hispanic citizens and subconsciously wants to use Hurricane Maria as an excuse for genocide. That's right, genocide. Come on, folks. Let's call the Trump-nosed birther idiot what he is. A racist bigot who hates black people, people of color in general, Hispanic people and Muslims. He hates us Jews too, but only uses us because he believes that we are monetary geniuses. There's a quote They know how to make deals. I remember somebody said that. And he believes that all Jews are white European skin like moi, yours truly. And we are not. I wonder sometimes if the Trump-nosed idiot would like Jared if he were a black Jew. A black Jew. With a yarmulke. Make it a white yarmulke. Hey, fellow Jews who voted for this traitor Trump, didn't you learn anything at all from our history? Obviously not. For a people that prides itself on social justice, my tribe should have been more outspoken against the Nazi-loving creep that was running for the highest office in our land. Come on, folks. Can't you see that the birther Trump-nosed racist is using the hurricane to murder Puerto Ricans and Virgin Islanders precisely because he's a white supremacist? This Trump-nosed creep is the same one that defended white supremacist hate groups in Charlottesville, where an innocent woman was murdered by a white supremacist domestic terrorist. Disgusting, despicable, and deplorable. I've learned from my history, and I recognize a Hitler when I see one. And this Hitler may be hobbled by our Constitution, the separation of powers, but believe me, he and his perniciously racist party is working hard to murder and expel Hispanics, to murder and expel Muslims, to murder and expel all people of color, and to send every black person back to a Jeff Sessions KKK plantation or die. Just see what the Trump-nosed creep, his racist cabinet, and the GOP is doing to Puerto Ricans and the Virgin Islanders, and then stand up. Stand up and demand humanitarian aid to our fellow citizens who are being disenfranchised and destroyed by our traitorous, racist government in charge. If we stand silent in the face of this outrage, we are just as effing guilty.